So welcome to episode 4 of Legend of Dragoon. Let's hope I can actually record a video and have OBS not fuck up. So I'm back here at the stepping stones. Body purifier in there. Yeah, kind of what I figured. So, after the last episode and episode 3.5, Angel's Prayer. I did grinding. In the course of my grinding, I was forced to skip some dialogue from here. It's really not important dialogue. Basically, rock fireflies heal you. I've also leveled up Dart to 10. I feel stupid. I was supposed to level him up to 11 before starting the recording. Whatever. Levitz and Shane are both at level 8. At levels, that's the wrong thing. At level 7, Levitz gets Rod Typhoon. Well, I suppose I can do a few fights before the boss to get to my level 11 that I wanted. I bet. Now, I thought I saw something in grinding that I can now confirm, or prove to be wrong. Nope, Shayna just straight up kills Bat now. And of course, the very first time I do Rod Typhoon on recording, I get the bullshit one. Also, I switched it back to Burning Rush because I got tired of counterattacks on Dart's attacks. So Rod Typhoon actually has two different attacks that it can be counterattacked on. The second hit and the third hit can both be. By the way, this is typically where you want to do grinding in this area. In the water, there's a higher encounter rate. But what I was saying about Rod Typhoon is basically the first hit can have just the first hit. There's never going to be anything special about it. The second hit can be either a regular hit or it can be a counterattack. The third hit can be a counterattack or the regular hit. Fourth attack is always going to be the regular hit. The thing is, the third hit. Oh, this is a terrible angle. There it is. Rod Typhoon. The third hit always shows up after you press the button. Sometimes there's just no good angles for doing the additions. I'm probably going to come back and get this in the next box after fighting the boss, because I will use at least a couple of items during it. Speaking of items, one of the enemies in this place, and I haven't figured out if it's the slime or the ugly balloon, but I would assume it's the ugly balloon, has a pretty low chance of dropping the poison guard. So if you grind long enough, you can have 3 poison guards before the next fight. Huh. I wonder what type of status affliction the next boss uses. Could it possibly be poison? Okay, so Dart has a lower attack stat than Levitz and a lower percentage dealing addition currently. So I'm going to have Levitz be a poison guard person and Dart be the Night Shield. And of course, she has to have the poison guard because she's going to be the only one attacking during a certain part of the boss fight. If I was smart, I definitely would have, first off, saved before this episode in case something goes wrong. And you know what? F1. Screw it. I haven't used the save states yet. I might as well do that for episodes at least. See, I'm getting all the battles done in the beginning of the episode because most of the rest of the episode isn't going to have any battles. Oh, hey, a healing potion that I don't need. I'm not too concerned about my health levels before the next boss because most of the damage from the boss doesn't come from the actual boss. It comes from the poison. Poison is basically the exact opposite of guard. There's my level up. You lose 10% of your HP every turn while you're pruned. And there's three ways actually. I'm gonna say relearned that while I was grinding. There's three different ways to remove poison. There's one way that just isn't applicable right now. No real reason to save. You can use a boss purifier, or you can be afflicted with another physical status ailment. For example, the slimes can cast, they cast anything, but they can use an attack called slime throwing that puts arm blocking on your units. I believe I mentioned this in episode 3. It stops you from attacking. If you're poisoned and the slime puts arm blocking on you, it removes the poison. Hey look, boss fight time. You're an archer. You belong in the back anyway. Get in the back, woman. Hey, it's an itty bitty snake. Nope, it's fucking gigantic. Pretty sure that gaining mass is not something that's supposed to happen. Pretty sure that's like a scientific law or something. So, Uroboros, I know it says like Uroboros or whatever. I'm going to continue to call it Uroboros. Has two phases. Asshole phase and not asshole phase. We're currently in not asshole phase. Huh, maybe I should have kept that spinning gale I had. Oh well. So everybody's doing decent enough damage. Wow, I fucked up. Bosses typically don't counterattack, but that's not a rule. So as you saw, he didn't do like any damage to Dart there. Wow, I'm surprised he's still in the blue. There's the yellow. God, lag! Why? Whatever. He's in the yellow, so he should be changing phases soon. I would love to actually see a run of this boss fight where you're high enough level that you just kill him before you. I'm gonna try this. Oh, something. I think either the orcs or the bats drops Dark Mist, so I might as well use it. Check it out. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Oh, if this recording session fails, I'm gonna be pissed. Hey, you think maybe I leveled a little too much? So what's supposed to happen is once enough turns passes, or once he takes enough damage or something, he's supposed to use a poison attack against the entire party, and that's the attack that will poison. And then he goes back into his cave and out the upper area, and Dart and Levitz can no longer hit him with their melee attacks. Shayna can still shoot him with her arrow, and all three of them can cast magic on him. Use, like Dark Mist, Burnout, whatnot. Do not question the magic forehead. Hey, I said don't question the magic forehead. After a few turns in... Hey, war goddamn it. After a few turns up in the air, I think he uses his poison attack again and then comes down, but he might just come down. And you can go on hitting him with Dart and Lavitz's melees. Or, if you're over leveled, like I am, you can just kill him. This is not how every boss is going to go. I just want you to know that. Should I go back to Spinning Cane? Because Raw Typhoon's annoying me. No, I'm definitely going back to Spinning Cane because fuck the next boss. So, the reason I say fuck the next boss is you have to hit your additions or he counterattacks. And the counterattack hurts. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot I was going to get those boxes. Hey, look, more slimes. Let's see. Burning Rush. I'm not sure if I've showed off Spinning Cane yet. I'd like to assume I have, but... Well, there it is if I haven't. It's almost the same power as Rod Typhoon, but it's like 3 times as easy to execute, so... Oh no, after this episode there's going to be another itty-bitty session of grinding because I'm going to have to get to level 9. So I mentioned next boss being a bitch. That's also where it's going to get to the point that I'm not going to be able to just annihilate the bosses. Body Purifier. The next boss is kind of a 2-phase thing, where you have a mini boss, and then immediately afterwards is the real boss. The mini boss, it'll die pretty easily. The actual boss, however, not so much. And after that, it's just a long road of me not being able to kill bosses. As easily as these first 2, at least. Let's see, on disc 1. So, I think I know which boss fight is going to cause me the most issues, shall we say, on disc 1. And funnily enough, I think it's only a couple of bosses after the next one. So in like 3 bosses, I'm going to get to the one that just infuriates me the most on disc 1. Am I? No, there's one that infuriates me just slightly more, because the item is just slightly more rare. I don't know if I've mentioned the bandits and dancers equipment yet, because I don't know if that was in the recording that doesn't exist or not. Bandit's shoes and Bandit's ring are 2 items. The shoes are obviously leg gear, and the ring is an accessory. Each of them increases a male unit's speed by 20 points. The dancer's shoes and dancer's ring are the female equivalent. Alright, another body purifier. It is an incredibly rare drop from one of the bosses on disc 1. The bandit's ring, I believe it is. Or that's a myth. One of them was proven to be a myth, that he can't drop it. I believe the other one he can, or I'm misremembering. Oh, God damn it. Before I get to that boss fight, I'm gonna do some more research and check up on it, see what he can actually drop. If he can drop one of the bandits' items, I'm gonna attempt to get that. Of course, first time recording it, I don't get it. I'm just going to do it in my off time. That won't bother me at all. But the boss fight, I believe right before that one, has a chest plate that I'm going to need to get. Hey, arm blocking. Now you can see what that looks like. Hold on. You might as well use Burnout. It'll do slightly more damage because you're fire elemental. I'm not even going to bother trying to mash for this. Oh yeah, he's dead. Poison will last outside of battle. Arm blocking does not. Anti-gold. I thought that was only 20 in there. So I'm going to give it 3 fights, I think. I'm going to run between here and where the path splits. And I'm going to encounter 3 enemies maximum to show off the rare enemy in this area. It's one of, I don't know, like 11 or something unique enemies. Huh. How did I whiff that? Whatever. Let's see, there's like 3 or 4 birds, 1 random other thing, and like 3 pots or jars or something. If I can't show it in these 3, I'll probably just open up an episode on the bird. So odds are, I can't kill the bird if I encounter it. The reason being is all of these enemies have insanely high. They have specific requirements to kill them. For a good number of them, it's simply a matter of hitting the enemy until it dies. But one of the birds, for example, can only be hurt by confusion damage, meaning it has to be confused and hit itself. The bird that I'm looking for, the yellow one, I believe can only be affected by melee attacks. Shayna's arrow does count. But all of them have ridiculously high speed and evasion rates. Maybe not so much the magic ones. I'm not certain, because I typically don't fight them. In addition, though, they also have an insanely high flee chance. They're all cowards. Also, we're in Bale now. Game. Okay, there we go. Now we are in Bale. You remember that Stardust that we picked up all the way back in episode 1? There is, I believe, 6 Stardusts to collect in Bale. I don't have them all memorized. Also, steal that kid's 50 gold. It is. This is one of those key items that I don't think does anything in the game. It's just there. The one time that you'd actually, could see a use for it, it's not usable. The Portrait of Levitz. I might, yeah, I'm probably gonna look that up and see if there's any, if the wiki or something lists a use for that. Come over here. Spend 100 gold to buy the spirits. It's not worth it. God, I don't even think I can do the freaking whisper thing with this mic. I don't think it'll have picked it up. These spirits aren't really worth the 100 gold, except for the fact that you needed to get at least one of the Stardust. Yep, I'm gonna feed your booze addiction. See, Dart is what they call an enabler. I always get confused on whether or not there's actually a chest there. There's the 20 gold chest I was thinking of. This doesn't actually lead anywhere, but I might as well show it off. Hey look, I'm behind bars. Didn't just escape from a prison not too long ago? No, technically it was Levitz and Shayna that actually escaped from the prison. Son of a bitch. I'm an idiot. I forgot I can't do this until I go spin that wheel. Oh, fuck me. Well, I'm not gonna get that one just yet. Whatever. At least there was a 20 gold rebate on that freaking booze I had to buy. Next stop would be item shop, I suppose? Item or weapon, one or the other. Now, there's a relatively large amount of stuff you can do here. I'm not going to do, like, hardly any of it. Okay, right here, Stardust number 1. Items. Sell most of these healing potions. Okay, 5's the number I like to keep. 2 is the number I like to keep. 1 is the number I like to keep. 0 is the number I like to keep. Man, these charm potions aren't even worth the gold. Okay, I have a solid 10 spaces of inventory. Last me all of not at all. And keep one of every equipment because I'm an asshole. So if you miss the bastard sword, you can buy it. Don't buy it. Sparkle arrow, you can buy. Don't buy it. Now the scale armor is a pretty significant increase for Dart, so I'm actually going to buy it. If you miss the leather jacket, buy the leather jacket, unfortunately. You can purchase another Saleh for Levitz. I'm going to do so. You do not have to. I think you can get all of these for free at a certain part on disc 2, so I'm not going to bother buying any of them. And I already have a Knight Shield, so I don't need that. And I still have 4,200. Good. I need 10k, I think it is. If I want to get specific about it, I actually need more like 30k. Huh. Wasn't there an actual item shop too? Or was that on the first screen? That was probably on the first screen. This is the castle, in case it wasn't obvious. First things first, pillage. And here's the sparkle arrow for Shayna. It's a light-based attack, which means that she doesn't want to be attacking light enemies. Go over here, and in the fires of stardust. Let's see, is there? No, it's the next like training center thing that has a bunch of chests in it. That's all the way on to disc 2, if I recall properly. So come over here. Go down here. I don't remember if this leads me to a chest or to a stardust, but I think it's no, it's not. Yeah, I could say this leads me to a stardust. After all, I can't get the stardust without coming down here. So yeah, that unlocks a stardust. Where's the next one? There's nothing here. That leads outside. Saw a chest here. 50 gold. So at least I'm getting a rebate on my spirits. Not having to actually spend my own money, technically. Let's see. Go around because I'm an asshole. Up here at the, whatever this thing is. It's a stardust. I believe that's 3 now. Coming over here. Chest. Oh, box. Active ring. I want to say that prevents despiriting, which isn't something that we're going to have to deal with for at least a little while. And even then, with all the grinding that I do, it's not going to be a big issue even then. One more chest. Hey, that's blatantly the spirits. Okay, now I'm going to come down. Going to leave. So I got 2 there. I got 1 in the weapons shop. I unlocked another one. I know where the 5th is. Now where is the... There, that's where the 6th is. Oh, here's where the item shop is. Get around the frickin' corner, Dart. I'm definitely going to be looking up this best guide, though. Mind purifiers, fear, bewitchment, confusion, and dispirit. Bewitchment and confusion are basically the same status ailment. Fear is something we're going to be encountering in the annoying boss fight that I was talking about earlier with the rare item. It has your attack and defense, and maybe your magic attack and magic defense. Spear Frost is the burnout, sparknet, etc., but water. Yeah. Meteor Bolt is an interesting one, actually, that if I'm smart, I'll pick up a couple of. use up my magic items that I have first. It is a smart idea to carry at least a couple of meteor falls for a certain boss fight, though. Why does this look so familiar? Oh, cool, I can also talk to him from here. I don't think that there is a Stardust in here. Maybe I'm just confusing that with one of the Stardusts from Disc 2. Because I know one of the Stardusts in Disc 2 is in a somewhat similar type of area. Let's see. Let me check my time real quick. You know what? I think I will stop my recording now for episode 4. Then I'm gonna, if it'll let me, I'm gonna leave town. And I'm gonna level up, back into the window. I'm gonna level up Levitz and Shayna one more level to level 9. Just so I don't have the, small amount of experience needed. Should really sell that bandana. Okay, yeah, active ring does indeed avoid dispiriting. And I think I might start episode 5 on the yellow bird. So, yeah, that's it for episode 4. Hopefully I don't have to redo this.